Welcome to The Search and yet another episode of Simply Legal. Today we are going to discuss about a hot topic, especially in the post-COVID scenario, that is corporate business guarantee documents. And to help us understand this subject, we have Devika Kaimal with us. Guys, Devika has been in corporate legal sector and has been handling various national and international corporate agreements and has a penchant for arbitration agreements and corporate agreements. But before we start, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. And don't forget to like and share the video. Welcome, Devika, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Salil, for a brief introduction, and all the best for the search.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And let's start with the topic.
Sure.
Devika, in the Indian legal concept, what exactly is surety, principal, debtor, and creditor?
To understand the term surety, principal, debtor, and creditor, we need to know where these terms are defined in Indian law. So I'll start with that. Section 126 of Indian Contract Act 1872 defines a contract of guarantee is a contract to perform the promise or discharge the liability of a third person in case of his default. The person who gives the guarantee is called surety. The person in respect of whose default the guarantee is given is called principal debtor, and the person to whom the guarantee is given is called creditor. Let's elaborate this with an example. Abhay asks for a loan of rupees 10,000 from Bharti, but Bharti is not sure if Abhay will be able to pay her back. Here, Abhay's and Bharti's common friend Chandu promises Bharti that if Abhay fails to pay, then Chandu will repay the entire amount to Bharti. In this case, Chandu is a surety who gives the promises to repay in case of default. Abhay is a principal debtor for whose the default the guarantee is given. Bharti is a creditor whom the guarantee is given. Hope this concept is clear now.
Yeah, pretty much clear. But tell me one thing, what is bank guarantee and what are the features of bank guarantee in India?
Bank guarantee is an agreement between three parties, the bank, the beneficiary, and the applicants. The beneficiary is the one who takes the guarantee, and the applicant is the party who seeks the bank guarantee from the bank. It is used in business and personal transactions to protect the third party from the financial losses. The features are the bank guarantee has to be very much precise and to the purpose. The bank will hold adequate security of the account holder. Bank guarantee cannot be transferred, purchased, or sold. And it is valid for specifically defined period. They don't have QSIP, that is Committee on Uniform Security Identification Procedure, and ISIN, that is International Securities Identification Code. Upon the termination or expiry, they are not traded. Bank guarantee has no end value and does not accumulate any investment part or maturity value. They cannot be considered as investment notes. They are not issued to raise money or medium-term notes. Bank guarantee is very much limited to financial standing of issuing bank.
Okay. But how can a bank account holder can avail a bank guarantee?
It's a very simple process. To request a bank guarantee, the account holder contacts the bank and fills out an application that identifies the amount and reason for the guarantee. Typical application stipulates a specific period of time for which the guarantee should be valid, any special conditions for the payment, and details about the beneficiary and his account details needs to be mentioned. Here, in India, there are different types of bank guarantees. The first one is performance guarantee. These guarantees are issued for the performance of contract or an obligation. In case there is a default in the performance, non-performance, or short performance of a contract, the beneficiary will be at loss. So in this case, the compensation will be paid by the bank.
Okay.
Financial guarantee These guarantees are generally issued in lieu of security deposit. Some contracts may require financial commitment from the buyers, such as security deposit. In such cases, instead of depositing money, the buyers can provide the seller with a financial bank guarantee using which the seller can be compensated in case of any loss. Then there comes bid bond guarantee. It is typically used for tenders. A bid bond guarantee compensation guarantees compensation to the bond owner if the bidder fails to begin the project. And then it comes advance payment guarantee. Under an advance payment, bank guarantees the guarantor undertakes to repay the advance payment that the principal has received in the event that the principal does not fulfill the terms of contract. And then comes foreign bank beneficiary guarantee. These are used for international trade and issued for the foreign beneficiaries.
Okay, that's great. And can you tell us more about what investor deferred payment guarantees?
Deferred payment guarantee is a guarantee for the payment which has been deferred or postponed. Deferred payment guarantee is issued by the bank at the request of the customer when he purchased goods or machineries from the creditor on the terms of payments. The creditor requires such deferred payment terms to be guaranteed by the bankers of the principal debtor. In such guarantees, the bank is undertaking to pay the installment due under the deferred payment schedule. Unlike all other guarantees, here the payments have to be made by the bank on the accepted due dates, and thereafter the installment is recovered.
Devika, now coming again to the main topic, what exactly is corporate agreement?
Corporate guarantee agreement is a legal agreement between a borrower, lender, and a guarantor, whereby a corporation takes responsibility for the debt repayment of the borrower in case of default. This kind of loan is guaranteed by the third party. It is pertinent to note over here that the guarantor over here is not an individual but a company. It is like their borrower or the lender is not at a fault, or there is no default in the payment. There are two types of guarantee. One is a limited guarantee and the second one is unlimited guarantee. Limited guarantee is wherein only a part or portion of guarantee is guaranteed by the guarantor. And unlimited covers the entire debt of a debtor. Please note, it is very essential that the guarantee or liability of the guarantor be specified in the agreement in view of to have its enforceability.
Okay, but then how this corporate guarantee helps?
Corporate guarantee helps in creating and receiving credit. When a company guarantees repayment of a loan granted to one of its subsidiary, if the subsidiary defaults on loan, the person who signs the agreement guarantees that the loan will be repaid. Many a times, a bank is a consensual security for collateral loans.
Okay. Now, what are the key information in the agreement?
The key information in the agreements are the debtor name and the place of business needs to be mentioned. Details of the guarantor name and place of business needs to be mentioned. Statement of guarantee, that is maximum amount to be repaid by the guarantor. Witness who are not beneficiary either directly or indirectly, and debt covenants needs to be there.
Okay. And what are the implications of such guarantees?
While such loans are being granted by the company, it may limit the action of the borrower as certain rules and systems of procedures is laid down. This may sound like burdensome, however, it's not. Rather, it's targeted to streamline the process. On one hand, the lender safeguard him from adverse impact and risk increase. Borrower, on the other hand, is reducing cost of borrowing. Usually, in India, the third-party guarantee is provided by the bank in the form of indemnity.
Can you tell us what are the important parts of the corporate guarantee? Like what are the important things that we should look out in a corporate guarantee
It's
agreement?
Yeah, it's pretty much like a normal agreement what we see in a day-to-day life. It has the interpretation clause, definitions, clause defining the scope of guaranteed liabilities, consideration clause, demand clauses, principal debtor clauses, conclusive evidence clauses, clauses excluding the guarantor's right, containing security clauses, and termination clauses. These clauses needs to be there in corporate guarantee contracts. Once all these clauses are covered, our contract is ready to be signed.
Well, to sum up, corporate guarantee agreement have become an essential part and important in post-COVID scenario. It needs to be crafted and detailed because it is an opportunity and liability. And with this, we come to an end of this episode. Please comment if you wish to know more on this topic. Once again, Devika, thank you for enlightening us on this topic.
Thank you so much, Salil, for inviting me. And once again, all the best to the search.
Well, pleasure is mine, and thank you.